pull for the EU is 100 euros, though, guys. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, let me just make sure. Yeah, I got the names, the titles, guys.
Yes.
Welcome. This is Rifkin and Panda casting the quarterfinals here in the ZOTAC Cup North American Edition. 100 US dollars on the line. It's spawning here in the lower right corner of the map. He's spawning green, guys. He's named after a League of Legends hero. I don't actually know that, but it's similar.
No,
it is Jaxx.
The League of Legends hero is named after him, son.
Thank you.
And his opponent down in the bottom left-hand corner of the map. You all know him. You all love him. It's Frozz.
I love his little icon there too. It's like a whip. I think that's quite perfect.
He does. He whips them bad boys.
Yeah, so TVP on Newkirk. This is, again, this is one of those maps to me as a player, whether I'm playing Protoss or whether I'm playing Terran, like proxy, man. You gotta go for that proxy, in my eyes. In a best of 3 too, it's kind of like the best way to open, I feel. Because your opponent's not gonna see it coming. Well, if I lose fast, you can always beat each other.
Oh
Making fun of Pulse. Frozz, you got balls, man. You got balls.
Dude, he's on another level.
I like that, though.
Completely another level.
By saying if I lose, he's kind of providing the false sense of... I can't even. I'm so done with the Frozz memes today, man.
And
Frozz...
we have a gas coming down for Jaxx. This makes sense. I don't know. It'd be very weird to get a gateway and then go for a Nexus.
I gotta say, though...
I have seen it, but not in Wings of Liberty, not in Heart of the Storm.
I see this probe going. It's gonna scout, obviously. I'm really, like, fingers crossed, do I want to see him proxy Oracle so badly, Panda. Not because...
you don't even freaking need to proxy them on this map. That's what's up.
Well, yeah, they're close.
It's like point A to point B. You get there so freaking fast.
Well, no, the reason I want to see it is because, like, I see so many Terran players struggle with it. I want to see how Frozz does in that situation. Because we've seen him play magnificently today in the ZOTAC Cup, but all of his opponents that he's dominated have been Zerg. You know, we haven't seen him crush the soul of a Protoss player yet, and Jaxx is not a player that, you know, he's not some random dude. This is freaking Jaxx. He's going to crush your soul if you're not careful, Frozz.
Yeah. He has very good PBT. We don't see second gas down quite yet, so it will be an expansion, but his tech follow-up post-expansion is kind of up for grabs at the moment. I would expect to see a Robo, I would expect to see 3 gateways, but you never know.
Well, sadly this pro will be taken up by the Reaper, so my hopes and dreams of a proxy have been long dashed and thrown to the side. Jaxx, though, I mean, okay, he got to see what was going on, but he didn't confirm, I don't believe at least, let me check. Yeah, he didn't see the expansion go down, sadly. That would have been a really nice
this will be
information.
the same exact build that we saw prior out of our Terran hero here, but Jaxx is not actually going to get that Mothership Core out in the field quite yet. He does have a Stalker first, though, so the Reaper, it will be able to do some damage.
I think this will get shut down pretty nicely, though, because by the time the regen, you know, you back away from the combat drugs, all that stuff, by that time that's kicked in, the Mothership Core will be here.
Yeah. I thought he was just going to like make a beeline. That was the one potential he had to do some damage there.
Yeah, maybe not even
before the Mothership Core spawns.
Well, even if he didn't cause damage, getting the scouting information, that's why he built this Reaper.
It's
like,
so key, yeah.
Like, Reapers are cool because they can harass, but they're more built for scouting than anything else. And ow, wow, he actually sneaks around. It's going to get caught up here on the high ground. Frozz going to be forced back. Unfortunately, Mothership Core will not be able to kill this. We'll get a little close, though.
His Reapers always get out with like 3 HP, 8 HP, 14 HP.
Well, that's all you need, right?
Reapers
I mean,
in general,
Reapers... Yeah, I mean, as long as they get out with 1 health, there might as well be full health. Now, Stalker is going to poke across the field, but Frozz is going to have plenty of Marines here to deal with this. So, I mean, yeah, the Stalker will poke and be a little bit annoying, but no, just going to stick at the Watchtower. Meanwhile, Reaper going in for round 3.
In Engineering Bay. I wonder if he's going to go for +1 here instead of combat shields.
With the gas the way it is, I'm curious about that as well, because to me...
It takes another minute for it to complete over combat shields. So yeah, he's going to go for combat shields.
Like I was
that
going to say,
would have been a very interesting play for me. I probably wouldn't have liked it all that much, but I wanted to see what he would do with it.
The smell of it for me was like, I think he just wants to be able to have turrets up if he scouts something funky.
Yeah,
because he's been trying to get in here so often, and by not confirming whether there's a Stargate down or not, he has no idea what to be aware of. And ooh, Marine and a Reaper dancing around the... Why? There's some physics mechanics that I don't understand, like that Reaper doing a somersault roll after dying to a Stalker. Like the Zealot makes sense, right? Because they're kind of like uppercutting you as they like hit you, so you go flying a little bit. But a Stalker, it's just like pew, pew. Leading with the Reaper though is Frozz. Jaxx.
Oh man, he's actually going for Blink with this, and
oh no,
European Protosses, man, they love. Oh yeah, get out, son.
Does bait that overcharge already though, without losing a single unit.
So for the follow-up for this, there are two things that could happen. Blink could be chronoed out in time to actually complete, in which case Frozz's push will be defended. The second, Blink's not quite done yet, and that Photon Arbitrage goes by the wayside. We could see Frozz do a lot of damage, but...
Ooh, Stalker's gonna pick off that Reaper, sadly. He really needed that Reaper, but...
No, but they have the high ground advantage right now, in addition to that Photon Arbitrage. Frozz is forced to actually engage here, but he doesn't want to take this engagement, because it's a lose-lose situation for him.
We also have Marauders coming across the field, though, so... Oh, nicely snipes off one of the Stalkers. Only needs to, like, hold on here, really. Once the Marauders get over here, Panda, those Stalkers are gonna run for their lives.
Yeah, and Photon Arbitrage is off of the Nexus now, but Blink is 3/4 of the way to completion.
Oh, no, we haven't pushed up.
And his entry has enough energy for 2 force fields. Guardian Shield immediately.
I like that choice, actually, because Marines don't have that much damage associated with them.
Yeah, against pure Marine, Guardian Shield was a superior choice by far.
But he's got a time warp.
8 more seconds until another Photon Arbitrage, Rifkin.
Oh, if he can snipe the Mothership Core, it is moving back, and I think Frost kind of smells what's up. Oh, gonna be forced to back in. Oh, there was the overcharge. There's the overcharge, and he can move up the ramp. There's no sentry.
No sentries right now.
No force field either.
Warping in Zealots. Blink won't even do him any good.
Frost's gonna just completely circumvent around the no overcharge. I really like that choice. Unfortunately, this does condemn these units to eventual death. The question is, how much damage can he do in the meantime? And it looks to be a lot. One Stalker falls, but so does the Marauder, and now he's forced with only Marines to do as much damage as he can.
The Mothership Core is going to go down. These 3 Stalkers up for contention.
Oh, some nice Blink micro. And the Warpins will continue to shut this down, but look at the natural. Unfortunately, Frozz rallying in, but the overcharge about to wear off. About halfway done.
He sees that, moves out promptly.
Yeah, he did lose a couple Marines rallying in, though, sadly, but really nicely done getting the Mothership Core. I feel that was, if he didn't get that, that would not have at all been worth it. But oh no, these Stalkers
are moving forward, and this is going to hurt, because Stim is still pretty far away from completion. Oh, this Marauder.
Oh, the Blink! So good out of Jaxx with this micro. Does he have concussor shells? No. So it's going to make this a little bit harder to deal with, but one Marauder just forces everyone out like, surprise!
And keep in mind, 1-1 is going to be complete for our Protoss here.
Same with our Terran, though. I mean, or sorry, he's got 1 already, but the armor's on the way.
But yeah. Economically, both are playing on pretty even fronts at the moment.
Oh, Frozz is going to take some hits here on that Marauder. Very precious unit, but it's going to come around. Surprise! Blinking forward into the units! Jaxx does lose a Stalker, but he doesn't lose too much more. But Frozz finally has Medivacs on the way, and he absolutely needs these to be able to keep up with the army. Stim completed as well, so I mean, he can take a fight here pretty easily, I feel.
Interesting choice to Stim forward only the Marines. Marauders had Concussive Shell pretty close to finishing.
And it's still not done, though, is the problem.
Yeah.
And this Blink is going to make this so hard to keep up with. Jaxx with some beautiful micro, I have to say. Big credits. The Stalker with 5 health does escape.
Oh. Blink is not up for cooldown again on that Stalker, though, so this is pretty close to dying.
Frozz is pushing with a pretty scary force, and the Mothership Core...
Here come the Medivacs to heal it, though. And the Mothership Core, as you were saying, is still far away.
And even if it spawns, it's not going to have energy for that overcharge. Frozz can knock his way in here. There are sentries. 2 of them have enough force fields, and there's a hell of a lot of Zealots here, Panda.
There's no AoE yet. He's banking on, like, pure Gateway and Photon Overcharge to do his dirty work for him. And this is still a pretty scary composition here if Frozz does decide to engage this.
Oh, he's going to snipe off the Mothership with that Stim. Oh, no, he actually... What? It's still... There we go. It does go down. Force field's going to lock the Marauders in place, sadly, but there's so many units here. I don't think Frozz can take this fight.
Yeah, Frozz has this easy.
Especially with the reinforcements.
The Zealot warp
that Blink micro, Panda. He's losing almost none of these stocks. Now starting to lose them as Blink is off cooldown, or on cooldown rather. Marauders pushing forward.
Reinforcements right now. 2 additional fresh Medivacs, as well as a couple more Marauders coming in.
But Frozz just dwindling down slightly here, trying to focus fire these units.
He needs to regroup.
2 health, 5 health. How much on that one? 10 health. No health rather. Does actually snipe it. Really nicely done
Frozz
with
is in
that
a
last Marauder.
very good position behind this. He's adding an additional infrastructure, 2 more barracks going down right now, continuing with upgrades. His opponent's 2-2 will finish relatively soon.
I love to look at the resources lost. That's so similar for the aggression that's been put on this game. But oh no, Panda, this is where it gets precarious. We have Templar Archives on the way. And once storms enter the field, all of this bio becomes a lot less useful.
Yeah. But that's still a little bit far removed here.
Oh, can you catch
the
these
Stalkers and the
Stalkers?
bio meet each other. That's not a good situation.
No,
Picking off a
definitely
medevac
not.
and blinking away. Very nice there by Jaxx. Frozz, seeing the fact that Blink is off cooldown, wants to pick forward 2 Stalkers go down.
Really
Easily
nicely
plus
done.
a stem.
Yeah, and the Zealot that was worked on here did get cleaned up by the SCVs, but unfortunately Frozz losing a couple in the process. Actually, none in the process, wow. Must have been
And-
stuck on move command.
It's true. I like this constant flowing of units. This is how SC2 should be, man. Frozz gets it.
Oh man. And again, no photon overcharge available on this mothership core, just barely shy of energy. Gonna move in here. Nice force fields though from our Protoss player. Jaxx has got the clicks down this game between the micros and the force fields.
Oh, but the charge is actually used
Oh,
up.
and the Time Warp is gonna hurt really badly as the Zealots connect to everything plus charge. And Panda, Frozz gonna lose all of his forces here without causing any damage. Jaxx suddenly turning
Ridiculously
it
nice
around.
micro from Jaxx.
It's about time too, because Jaxx has been kind of on the butt end of this aggression this whole game. But here we go, army completely out of position, drop coming into the main.
Yeah.
Oh, this isn't looking good. Jaxx should be able to respond. He has blink on these stalkers.
Frozz realizes this and is getting out of dodge.
Oh, there's actually a cannon out here in the back too. Very nicely done here by Jaxx. Forward thinking, like okay.
His positioning, like, you can't get much more forward thinking than this. I mean, like, this is drop defense 101. If you want to not die to drops and you're a Protoss player, look at this and take note.
I really like the position. I mean, the thing is with the cannon,
Here.
it's the feedbacks are available. These manifests have a lot of energy. He's got to be careful. Actually,
This is where it's going to be very hard for the Protoss. Finally, Frozz is realizing, I have enough units on the field, I can start drop harassing now that this guy has a third base. Alright, the third is being attacked
Oh,
right
he's
now.
just gonna
no
push
units
into it,
working
yeah.
to defend against this. And the drop is carrying every single unit that Protoss has back to his main base. Frozz is going to get this completely free. There's not even a cannon here to
Oh, he
defend.
can't warp in anymore. The pylon is picked off immediately, and all these probes are going to go down so quick. Oh my god, that's worse than Hellions.
Here come the Blink Stalkers. The medevac does get feedback into diet, but the one with full units still lies here
And
to drop
there's no
again.
more feedback available. And he's going to
Peace
get out.
out.
Third base gone for free. However, he does have to worry about the... He could get caught here, Panda.
I love him to pick up
But a
these
drop
medevacs
does
and
go
drop them
down.
at-
Drop in the main is going to get... No, try to get cleaned up. Zealot be warped in, but it's not enough. Meanwhile, Frozz loses his units in the north. He does pick up a couple, small contingency of units, but he's got this force in the main. There's that cannon there he has to worry about. But it's going down really quick to a lot of Marines and that Marauder. Zealot's trying to warp in, but the DPS is really good here with that +2 weapons. Feedback does finish off the medevac, though. Frozz with this last medevac. Ooh, gonna come down to the natural.
Oh, Frozz is dropping in that like I wanted him to, but not at the same time as I
No,
wanted him to.
ugh, does get cleaned
Yeah.
up, but the force in the main still has not been dealt with. And he's
Continuing
just,
to kill in warp-ins. This is now 400 minerals worth of zealots that he's picked off.
yeah, 3-3.
Yeah, here we go, stimming again. We'll pick off a few more probes, and
Oh,
here come
beautifully
finally.
done. Here
This
comes
is
the big,
Push of Doom.
yeah, the big force in the middle of the map. That yellow blob that you guys see on the mini map. That's a lot of Marines and Marauders. They're 23 and 33, and I just feel like even with an Archon on the field, without storms, like he's not even begun to research it. He's relying purely on the Archons themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, even without Ghost, Frozz has a lot of damage associated with this.
I mean, as a Protoss player, if you're going for this game
Ooh,
with
try
heavy
not to get
force,
caught in a bad
it's
position.
okay to trade in the early game, but you do eventually need to get into that AoE phase to have a hope at trading cost effectively.
I love this kiting here out of Frozz, so even utilizing the force fields to his own advantage,
Yeah.
but taking so
Oh,
much
but then all the
damage.
medevacs are dying right now, being target fired down by the Stalkers.
Yeah, he's going to boost and try and get away, but Frozz doing a good chunk of damage, but that supply lead he had, now gone. Does still
Yeah.
have a huge worker lead, though, and the income definitely reflecting that.
And army supply lead as well. He is compensating for the fact that his opponent is going for that Twilight tech,
Ooh.
and he does have Ghosts in production right now. Fire Bats to soak in the Zealot damage.
Fire Bats, you and your Fire Bats. Clearly,
Jesus. Oh,
they're
my God.
distinctively different units, Panda. There's nothing similar between a Hellbat and a Fire Bat. I don't know how you make that assumption.
Oh man.
That was-
Oh no, Frozz is actually leaving. And he only has a
Oh
bunker.
no.
Marines defended this.
And he's not repairing the bunker. It's going to be in a bit of trouble. However, he does have Ghost with his army this time, something he's severely lacked. But you know what? He's saying, screw it. You can take my base. I'm going to take yours. And I think that's the right choice because he's got more than enough to end this before Jaxx can. Not to mention lifting up bases,
But think about how these engagements have been going for Frozz. He does need to have a really, really good, decisive engagement if he wants to have a hope at taking this game. I think he can.
Nothing at home. Yeah. I think Frozz is going to walk right through and just clean house.
Absolutely.
Will Jaxx? He doesn't have a mothership core. He can't recall.
Oh, no.
His army is completely out of position for the rest of this game. He's going to come home.
Is not opting to base trade. He's coming home. And this is a really dangerous spot for the Protoss player.
Well, you can't base trade a Terran.
Taken out.
Like, they're just going to lift off and leave it. Oh my god, all these gates. How many of them are here? 10 gates about to fall. And Jaxx, okay, saying, alright, I can't do it. Going to go for that base trade. A little too late, I feel, at this point, though, Panda. Damage is racking up. Planetary, though, is here. Frozz is already ready to repair. Can he do it? Marine's going to stim in. No repair on the Planetary. There we go. And I think with the Planetary, he will absolutely hold this and destroy the main.
The goes down. Stimming units running forward.
This is looking so good for Frozz right now. Unfortunately, Archons warping in are not going to be enough. There's just too many Marines. Forget Ghost. Who needs EMPs when you've got the numbers? And Jaxx, again, going to try and come home. But I feel at this point, what can you do? You've already lost so much. Indecisiveness being your worst. Self-defeat.
It's okay, man. It's okay. You're casting Frozz. It's
just that he went
perfectly natural to.
It's not that I'm trying to stutter here. I'm frustrated that Jaxx, he's going for it, right? Then decided, alright, I'll come home and defend. And instead of going home and defend, decided to go for it once again. Seeing the Planetary, coming back once more. But this time he has nothing. And look at this, Frozz, the majority of this army, he can lift up, boost away, and go for that last base.
Yep, absolutely.
He doesn't have to fight.
Ooh, beautiful time warp, though.
Oh, two great time warps. The Hellbats can't even connect. These Archons are going to clean this up.
Work.
But it's one base versus 3, and no production, absolutely. No economy, and more importantly, no tech, no cyber core, nothing on the field for Jaxx. Just these 5 units. GG, well played.
Man, he was ridiculously cost-effective in all of his engagements. But unfortunately, his opponent just wasn't cost-effective enough, because Frozz macroed behind that, and he always had Army 2, Army 3, raring to go.
Oh, Frozz, I mean, that's the beauty of Terran. But that's only game 1, guys. We'll have to see if Frozz can take it 2-0, or if Jaxx will bring it back.